Cruise ships can be pretty expensive places to be. A glass of wine can cost over $15 on some cruise lines, and beers, well, they can approach $10 in some cases, if not even higher. For this reason, it's useful to know how you can get around paying for some of your drinks in order to try and save a little bit of money during your future cruise. After all, everybody loves a free drink, don't they? In this video today, I'm going to share with you 10 ways that you could get free drinks on your next cruise. If you enjoy this video today, and if you find it useful, it would be great if you would think about supporting my channel by clicking both the thumbs up and the subscribe buttons. Let me know in the comments if any of these 10 tips are new to you. Let's get started with number 1. First, search your daily schedule for events that might include complimentary drinks. You'll usually find it will say on the event listing if drinks are included or if drinks are a feature. One of the most famous ones is the onboard art auction. On most cruise ships, there will be a resident art house. There, you can go down and view the art during the cruise, and at various points throughout the cruise, they'll hold what's called an art auction, where they gather everyone together and then present pieces to then be bidded on live as a group. At those events, they'll usually offer something like Prosecco or sparkling wine, and the glasses are usually kept topped up. I guess that's probably the least that you could ask for if you're paying cruise ship art prices. Now, if you're not into art, don't worry, there are other events that you could go to. For example, the onboard boutiques will often offer you glasses of fizz if you go at a certain time. For example, on a recent cruise, they had a handbag event, and if you went during the handbag event, you got a glass of Prosecco. One of my friends was then able to take that glass of Prosecco around the ship after the 20-minute event had finished, so it was definitely a thumbs up from her. You could also go to spirit tastings in the shops, but you're not going to get a huge amount there at all. You might want to look at cocktail demonstrations as a daily schedule event that should include some form of drinks. On my recent cruises, they've done a cocktail demonstration or a cocktail show, and then they've handed out the drinks that they've made during the show to people nearby. So there are a number of things to think about there. But number 1, check your daily schedule, and if there's anything on there that might include complimentary drinks, go and give it a try. And that brings us on to number 2, which is attend the Captain's Welcome. The Captain's Welcome is an event that lots of cruise lines offer, where the captain will come on to usually the stage in the main theatre, welcome you all on board and introduce his or her senior crew. That means that you'll get to put a face to the name of all the senior officers on board. You'll get to see who's coming through the announcement system to tell you about your ports, and it's a really nice way to break down the hierarchy a little by seeing who's at the top of the tree. Now, one of the really nice things about the Captain's Welcome is that lots of cruise lines will offer complimentary drinks during that event. I've even been on a cruise line recently, Fred Olsen Cruise Lines, who offer canapes all during that event too. You'll find the Captain's Welcome available on so many different cruise lines. It'll always be shown in the daily schedule, so have a look when you get on the ship and see when it is, and why not pop along. Third, make sure you're signed up to your cruise line loyalty program. This is always one of my absolute top tips for so many reasons, but first and foremost, if you build loyalty with your cruise line, you're going to get free things or discounted things. In some cases, things that you might be buying on board anyway. In the case of 2 loyalty programs that I'm going to tell you about now, you actually get complimentary drinks. Now, most loyalty schemes will have a members-only event where they'll invite you into a lounge somewhere on board during the cruise, and you'll get a cocktail or a glass of fizz, for example. But these 2 loyalty programs actually give you some form of alcohol, whether it be to your cabin or just around the ship, every time that you cruise. The first is MSC Voyagers Club. The Voyagers Club is the loyalty program from MSC Cruises, and once you reach diamond status with them, you'll then unlock a perk where you'll receive a bottle of fizz in your cabin every time that you book a cruise. It's a bit of a freebie, to be honest, and you can then drink that bottle when you're getting ready in the evening or perhaps on the dress-up night. Lots of different options. Now, the second one is even better. The loyalty program offered from Royal Caribbean allows more loyal cruisers to access complimentary drinks all around the ship. Once you reach the Diamond tier with them, you unlock complimentary drinks throughout your cruise. At the point of recording this video, Diamond members on the Crown and Anchor Society loyalty program with Royal Caribbean receive 4 complimentary drinks, up to $14 in value per day. It's good, isn't it? Think of the value that would add to if you were on a 7-night cruise, getting 4 drinks per day up to the value of $14. I was really impressed when I found out that was one of the perks. Now, the only way to unlock these perks is to build up your loyalty to hit that status. So what better reason to keep on cruising? Number 4, if it's not alcohol you're looking for, then visit the drink station within the onboard buffet restaurant, where you'll usually find things like complimentary water and ice, tea, and coffee. Some cruise lines also offer free fruit juices, but usually that's only during meal times. I did take a cruise very recently with Celebrity Cruises, and I was surprised and also delighted to see that they had cordial-style juices available all through the day, every single day, up at the buffet. So while we're focusing more on alcoholic drinks during this video, if it's non-alcohol you're looking for, remember that you can get things like water, tea, and coffee at the buffet. Number 5, you could use onboard credit to get yourself some drinks on board the ship. Sometimes when you book, you'll be offered onboard credit as a booking incentive. In other words, it's a way for a cruise line to get you to lock in your booking now. An example would be that you might be told that if you book the cruise now, that cruise line will offer you, for example, $50 onboard credit. That's money that you can spend once you get onto the ship. Now, that onboard credit isn't really real money, and it's never entered your account at any point. Hence, why this features on the how to get free drinks on your cruise list. That's technically the cruise line's money that they've given to you. And I know that if I was given the option when I went to the bar, would you rather spend your own money, Fraser, or would you rather spend the cruise line's money? Well, I think I know whose wallet I would like to choose. Number 6, take part in the game shows and quizzes on your cruise. I didn't realise this when I first started cruising, but lots of these game shows and quizzes will offer things like drinks or bottles of things as prizes. Now, if you're looking at the game shows that take place in the main theatre, they will often actually offer you cash if you win. For example, if you take part in a Deal or No Deal contest, then you'll probably find that the prize there will be a cash value. However, if you take part in quizzes around the ship or smaller activities during your cruise, you'll quite often find that the prize would be a bottle of red wine, a bottle of white wine, a bottle of Prosecco that you can either open in whichever venue you're in, or you can take back to your cabin or stateroom. If you take it back to your cabin or stateroom, you're then able to take it to other venues and you shouldn't have to pay corkage on it, as long as the crew in that venue know where you got the bottle from. So you could win a bottle as a result of winning a quiz, and you could then take that bottle to the dining room tomorrow to have with dinner. It's a good idea, isn't it? Before we move on to number 7, if you're enjoying this video, please remember to support my channel by clicking both the thumbs up and the subscribe buttons. And also come and let me know in the comments, have we covered anything so far that you hadn't thought about? Number 7, why don't you look at getting free drinks on your cruise by booking a shore excursion that includes some form of drinks? Now, wherever you're cruising in the world, you're going to be able to book shore excursions that offer you the ability to have included drinks. For example, if you're cruising in the Caribbean, there'll be so many excursions that will take you to all-inclusive resorts or private beaches, for example, and when you're there, you'll have an open bar. You might also find that there will be snorkeling trips or glass-bottom boat trips that also offer you an open bar. And there will also be some excursions that will take you to whatever site you're wanting to go to, and they'll then bring you back to a bar on the way back to the ship. An example I would give you is that I recently took a cruise in the Caribbean with Holland America Line. On our way back to the ship, we were taken to a Margaritaville bar where we could then go and sample local rum and various other cocktails and drinks that they had put together. So while you're paying for the excursion, you can get free drinks by booking an excursion that includes a trip to a bar or a pub for tastings. You might also find that if you're on a cruise in Europe, you could go to local wineries or Belgian beer factories, as an example, if you're cruising to that part of the world. So there are so many different options. All you have to do is look at the shore excursions catalogue, either before the cruise or once you get on the ship. Number 8, why not go and play in the casino if it's going to unlock complimentary drinks? Now, some cruise lines out there will offer a free bar to those who are playing the slot machines, but you'll usually find that you'll have to be known to the casino hosts before you board the ship. For example, if you're known by the cruise line for gambling or playing in the casino on previous cruises, or you've got a connection with the cruise line from your local land-based casino, then you'll probably unlock drinks benefits while you're in the casino area. You might also find that some of the slot machines are programmed to award you with free drinks for every X amount that you spend on the machine. An example I would give here is that I took a cruise on board Queen Mary 2, which is the ocean liner from Cunard. At the entrance to the casino, there was a sign that said, "Enjoy free drinks on us when you play." The way that it worked is if you entered your room key into the slot machine, as you played more and cycled more money through the machine, a little meter would climb up on the digital screen, and when it got to the top, you then had unlocked a drink. You could either order that drink there and then, and the crew would come and discount that from your meter on the machine, or you could log out and come back another time to claim that complimentary drink. In that example, that complimentary drink always had to be claimed from the bar in the casino, but you were able to then walk around the ship with it. You weren't stuck in the casino venue as such. So yes, number 8, if you're looking for complimentary drinks and you enjoy playing in the casino, then that could be a really good route for you to go down. Number 9, and if you're new to cruising, you might not see this one coming. The 9th way that you can get free drinks on your cruise is, well, to take them with you. Did you know that so many cruise lines out there allow you to take alcohol onto the ship with you? Now, unfortunately, I'm not telling you that you could take 5 bottles of whiskey to get you through the whole cruise. But what I am telling you is that most cruise lines will allow you to take, for example, 1 bottle of wine per person onto the ship on embarkation day. That means that on day 1, a cabin with 2 people in it could start the cruise with 2 bottles of wine, or 2 bottles of champagne, or 2 bottles of whatever else you're allowed, that you can then drink in your cabin throughout the cruise. It is always so important to check the up-to-date rules for your specific cruise line before you pack alcohol that you're going to have to then surrender at the port. If you are packing your own drinks, please remember to pack it in your hand luggage or your carry-on luggage, because it would be a disaster if you packed all your outfits for your cruise into your check bag with a bottle of red wine and, well, there was an accident. Now, I've actually put a list together over on my website of all of the cruise line's positions at the point of releasing this video on taking alcohol onto the cruise ship with you. If you go down to the description of this video, I'll post a link to that page of my website down there for you. Number 10, if you're looking to get complimentary or free drinks on your cruise, then why not book your cruise with a cruise line that includes the drinks as part of the fare? I previously always thought that in order to get drinks built in with my cruise fare, I'd have to cruise with a really, really luxurious cruise line, and that would simply be totally out of my budget. At that point, I took a cruise with Virgin Voyages, and I was delighted to learn that Virgin Voyages actually include all of the soft drinks with the fares, which means that you can go around the ship and you can have as many Fantas, Coca-Colas as you like, and it's all included. There's actually machines within the buffet venue, or Virgin say they don't have a buffet, but there are machines within the main dining area. Do you know what? Let's just call it a buffet. There are machines in the buffet restaurant that you can just put your cup under, press the button, and your fizzy drink of choice will come out. It's great. I also took a cruise with Riviera Travel, which was a river cruise on the Rhine and Moselle rivers. When I took that cruise, a drinks package was actually included with the base fare. So it is always worth looking to see, are drinks included, are they not included, and how much extra would you have to pay to take a cruise where they are. And that's it. That is 10 ways that you can get free drinks on your future cruise. I really hope you've enjoyed this video today, and I really hope that you've found it useful. If you have and you'd like to join me in another video, then why not come and join me over in this one? Here, I tell you all about 14 things that you can get totally for free on most cruise ships, and so many people have no idea. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll hopefully see you over there.